Hi, Popcorn Junkies. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. If you are new, do subscribe. We endeavour to react to and review films, whether they be complete populist kind of franchise films, such as this, Transformers, or whether it be esoteric art house films, like Sick of Myself, which we've just seen and we'll be reviewing on the channel. So do subscribe just down below. This is a reaction to Transformers Rise of the Beasts. Now, as I settle into this, I'm beginning to feel a little bit like I did around the John Wick trailers. Now, my friend Ninad, I know you're a huge fan of both the John Wick franchise and the Transformers franchise. And I have to confess, with both franchises, I haven't taken the time to watch them. But what I do try to do before anyone sort of goes, but if you haven't seen the other Transformers, if you're not a Transformers fan, how can you react to this? Presumably, all films, when they're made, even when they're the 7th installment in a franchise, I believe this is the 7th film, is it? Presumably, even these films that have a dedicated, committed fan base, the filmmakers and producers must be looking to attract people who aren't part of that sort of committed, sort of, specialist fan base. So I come at it like that. I come at it like, right, what's going to happen here? It's a bit like the Fast and the Furious. I've never seen any of the Fast and the Furious films. Just don't want to take the time to do them, if I'm honest. I feel like I know what I'm going to get, though I did see Hobbs and Shaw. And with this franchise, I have two experiences of it that aren't entirely negative. One, the Universal ride is fucking brilliant. I'm telling you that right now. It's a damn fine ride. Virtual kind of, you're in a thing and you're thrown around by a transformer. I mean, Jesus, we all nearly pooed our pants. And the other experience was Bumblebee. I thought Bumblebee was a neat little sidebar off from the Transformers films. It was sort of, I don't know what, there was something about it that was kind of lower key. It kind of felt more intimate. It felt more personal. It felt more character driven, though I haven't seen the others. So as I understand it, I think this film, Transformers Rise of the Beasts, is a direct sequel, am I right, to Bumblebee? Which will be intriguing because actually I thought there was a lot to like about Bumblebee. That's what I mean. I'm not anti the idea that, that at the end of the day, you can not know a franchise but still find a film entertaining. That's my take on it. The director, Steven Caple Jr, directed Creed 2. So, he's got good form. So what am I expecting from this? What am I anticipating going into this? Well, I suppose I'm anticipating lots of action, lots of smash-me-ups, lots of CGI, obviously, lots of big creatures, but I'm not going to know their backstories. I'm not going to know who they are. I know that there's a whole range of fabulous voiceover actors in this, from Ron Perlman to Peter Dinklage, Michelle Yeoh, Pete Davidson even. And there are apparently 3 factions to the Transformers race. This is where I'm lost. There's the Maximals, the Predacons, and the Terracons. That means diddly-doo-doo to me. But what I do know is when I've watched a trailer for a film that makes me want to go in and see the film, it's a successful trailer. So without further ado, let's check it out. Who knows? It might just do the job.
Stop! Stop! You want it? Come and get it. For centuries, our kind has stayed hidden on Earth.
Ooh.
But darkness has found us again. Prime. This is about the fate of all living things.
Ooh, like a monkey transformer.
Unicron is coming. It won't stop!
Back up! Oh, I thought we were boys!
You want it? Come and get it!
You brought a human here?
I'm nobody. I ain't even seen nothing. I'm not even seeing anything right now.
Think you hold the weight and you haven't met the aim. Stop! Stop!
This is not our war.
Optimus, we must trust each other to protect the home we all share.
How big can this guy be?
Big.
It's planets. So, like, way bigger than a planet.
In the end, everything you cared for will be consumed.
Maybe there's another way to save our home.
You've never faced anything like this. Let them come.
Yo, Noah.
Take the wheel.
Bloody hell, that was exhausting. Okay, so clearly, is it sexist to say that these films are principally appealing to boys? Is that feel sexist? But when I was a kid, I wouldn't have liked a Transformer changing into other things. I like my Matchbox cars. I like my cars to be cars, and I like my creatures to be creatures. And it felt to me like I was looking at my toy box full of toy animals, predatory animals like, I don't know, saber-toothed tigers, rhinos, you know, all that kind of stuff, eagles, have become Transformers, have become robots. So presumably they're one of those races. Anyway, that confused me. I was surprised by that. King Kong-like Transformer. I mean, what not to like? A giant monkey-fied metallic thing. But presumably he wasn't a vehicle beforehand, right? I must admit, I have marveled at the idea when I think my nephew Finley had them, where, you know, a car would suddenly turn into something else. I mean, it's neat. You can see why it would appeal to the kind of engineering child. Can't say I was overly engaged. I mean, I didn't feel there was much in terms of the way of characters or character arcs or whatever. Obviously, there are some humans in there, but I feel they're sort of subservient to the kind of smash 'em up fights. How much can you get from a fight, you know, amongst sort of metal CGI created Transformers? I don't know. The CGI looked great. I mean, I have to say, it looked so convincing. I'm trying to put myself in the mindset of a 10-year-old, 9-year-old, 11-year-old. I suppose I would like it. I suppose you're rooting for the ones that you know. You're rooting for the characters and the cars that you are aware of. Would I have liked the car thing? I mean, I wasn't enough of a kind of engine head to be drawn to that, I don't think. I love the camper van in there. Like in Bumblebee, I quite like, was it a VW Beetle? I like that. I like when you see sort of like real smashed up old cars in there. So I like the camper van moment. It was just a moment. Very high tech, very fast, very, very much a big screen film. I mean, you've got to see it in IMAX. You've got to see it on the big screen. But I do feel that is that kind of preaching to the converted. You've got to be a Transformers fan, right, to enjoy that, right?